Rickert might be the youngest member of the Band of Hawks, but he might be the only one who can save the world, especially if Guts turns evil. I would like to thank Fizzle Wine and Chris B for this week's video. So in the event that Guts fails to defeat the God Hand, turns into a God Hand member, turns into an evil rabbit, or even if Guts just becomes his demon dog and starts killing everyone, who could possibly put an end to this madness and save the world? The only person I see viable to do this is Rickert. Rickert may be the youngest member of the original Band of Hawks when we last saw him, but with Guts and his crew being on Elf Island, a time skip is almost certain. And this skip will allow us to meet our older Rickert, someone who is well trained and more mature to handle demons and as well as God Hand. So this is my theory as to why Rickert will be a big player in the upcoming chapters of Berserk. Rickert is a brilliant inventor. When it comes to engineering, no one in the Berserk world can beat him. He was the one who designed many of the weapons we see Guts using in the series. Weapons such as the arm cannon or the repeater crossbow, which has saved Guts' life several times over. I mean, like seriously, you can't even count how many times these things have saved Guts' life. Holy crap. Anyways, I believe that with time, Rickert would have time to create a whole new arsenal of tools that will help him fight against apostles and lower-class demons. Rickert leaves with Slat and Dubai. Both are very skilled Kushina warriors in their own right. Slat fights like an assassin. He moves very quickly using knives and other types of blades. Dubai is a beastmaster and a magician. He is able to conjure illusions and control beasts at will. Rickert would have trained underneath these two guys in the possible time skip that's coming up ahead. And his fighting ability would definitely surpass that of Guts back in his original human form at that point in time. And as we've seen throughout the series, Slant was able to fight against Guts and live to talk about it, showing the warrior's true skill and potential. If Rickert is able to master these fighting techniques and combine it with the weaponry he would create, he would be a force to be reckoned with. So the reasons I mentioned so far are very good reasons as to why Rickert is such a strong character and will be a major character in the upcoming series. But as far as saving the world, why? Well, if we had to compare both Guts and Rickert, I believe both characters have some things in common and it wasn't just left to chance. Both Rickert and Guts were saved by the Skull Knight at least once and defied fate completely. Everyone knows the story of how Guts and Casca was saved by the Skull Knight during the eclipse. That's like a major part of this entire story. But do you guys know that there was a time Rickert, right before the eclipse, was saved by the Skull Knight himself? There was a night where Rickert encountered two of the apostles Guts will later defeat in the series, and he was saved by the Skull Knight's intervention. This is very significant because the Skull Knight is a being that is able to possibly see the future to an extent, and the fact that he saved Rickert meant that there is something guiding the lines of fate. Both Guts and Rickert met Griffith on the Hill of Swords. This scene was very significant because it shows a contrast between both men's philosophies at the time. Guts at this point hated Griffith with a passion and wanted him dead, whereas Rickert still saw some light and hope in Griffith and wanted to follow him at least to find out what's going on, what caused all this hatred in Guts to begin with. Both these men have women they are willing to die for. Rickert has Erica and Guts has Casca. My last and major point is Rickert and Guts both defied Griffith, and they are both the only ones who are still alive who have done this. Everyone else who's ever tried to talk against Griffith or try to do anything to him are dead or serve him blindly. This is a major sign that it is possible Rickert will influence the future. So I guess the final question is, will Rickert save the world? Thank you for checking out our video. If you haven't already done it, please hit that like button and please check out the description box as well. There's tons of information and videos you definitely do not want to miss. Subscribe, and thanks again for watching our video. Over and out.